Microphone check. 1, 2. All right. Here we go. It's LeetCode time, man. Hold up. A blink. What's happened? Hi Simon, I have realized I have a tendency to not do something long enough where I master it. It leaves me in the mediocre category, which doesn't suffice to sustain in society. How to overcome this habit? Man, you're asking me like I've mastered something. I think I'm also trying to figure out how to do something long enough to master it, I guess. I don't know. You're a Sifu of LeetCode? No, man. I'm very mediocre at LeetCode, I think, when it comes, like, if you compare against people who are really good or something. But I'd say it's all about consistency, man. You just have to not give up, I guess. Just don't stop. So obviously that's a lot easier said than done. But what's helped me in recent times is just always coming back to it, even like if it's been some time. Hold up, let me answer that. Q Ultimus, thank you very much. How you doing, Q? I'd say just make sure you always go back to what you're doing. You don't take extended breaks. You take it seriously. You schedule time to do whatever you want to study or whatever you want to get good at. You make sure you carve out some time that is dedicated to progressing in whatever you want to do. That's my advice. And I think this can apply to anything really. Not just like LeetCode, you know, but if you want to go get swole in the gym, if you want to go learn how to play guitar, if you want to, you know, learn anything, man, you just got to practice it often. Look at Q Ultimus. He dedicated 40 months of subscribing to you. Yeah, Q's been here almost since the beginning, man. Q was here the very first few months I started to stream. And Q was there to motivate me while I was trying to, you know, master LeetCode or whatever you want to call it. Q had like a 300 plus day streak, man. Like consistency for over a year. I'm not as consistent as Q. Maybe you can ask Q for some tips on how to be consistent for so long. My consistency eventually breaks. But I guess I try to get back up. H4 Dev, what's happening again? How you doing, man? Today is no vibe coding tonight. It's only algorithms. All right. Present for LeetCode Monday? What? Hey, Hamdy1010, what's happened? I don't know if I said hi, I forget. Do you get married and have kids in between? Who you talking to? Me? Who got married and had kids? I got married less than a year ago. When did you switch to Mac OS? About a month now. All right, here's Q's advice on how to stay consistent, or how he was able to be so consistent with LeetCode. He enjoys LeetCode and learning. That's key. You gotta enjoy what you do, I suppose. Also, consistency is all about treating things like you don't have a choice to do it like a job. Yeah, this is also the philosophy I employ. If I'm really serious about getting good at something, I don't treat it like a hobby or optional thing that will add value. I leave it as like a mandatory training that I need to show up to. It's 2 a.m. now. I'm watching LeetCode. Hey, we haven't started LeetCode. We're just talking about how to develop the LeetCode grind mindset, man. Because I think the LeetCode grind mindset is probably the difficult part of grinding LeetCode, man. Everybody knows you gotta grind LeetCode. But how do you do it consistently, even though everybody thinks it sucks? A hobby means you can put it down. A job is for survival. Yeah, I guess you gotta just, whatever you want to get good at, you just gotta make sure it's not just some hobby to you. It's literally your job or something. Anyways, today's daily problem is largest submatrix with rearrangements. You're given a binary matrix of size m by n, and you are allowed to rearrange the columns of the matrix in any order. Return the area of the largest submatrix within matrix where every element of the submatrix is 1 after reordering the columns optimally. Oh man. Seems a little hard, but we'll try and break it down. So here's the example 1. They give us this, and if we rearrange these columns, we could get a size like this. Alright, I'll think about this. Let me see what a blink is saying. How has it resulted for you? The problem is not getting the result after sticking to it. It doesn't. Oh, I see. So a blink, you're saying you've been trying to be consistent and you're not seeing the results and it's hard to stay motivated. Is that what you're saying? Also, are you talking about LeetCode, man? Because if you're talking about LeetCode, I think we can give you some more general pointers. If you've been studying and you don't think you've gotten better, first I want to ask you a couple questions about that. Like, why don't you think you've gotten better? Is it because you've been performing poorly in LeetCode contests? Is it because you still can't solve random medium problems? Or like, how do you determine that you haven't gotten better? Leet Whale in the house. What's happened? I think I'm mugging up solutions. I mean, that's fine. Everyone does that. I think it's really difficult to see whether or not you've gotten better at LeetCode. But I think one thing you can count on for sure is if you look at how many problems you could theoretically solve today, and you think back a month ago how many problems you could have solved, if you can solve more today than you could have last month, then you're getting better. Contest racing is not improving for sure. I wouldn't look at this too much. Contests are very random, and you can go through bad streaks, you know, and that doesn't always reflect on your abilities and the number of problems you're able to solve. So I don't think taking one contest or something is enough signal to determine if you're not making progress or not. I think if you can solve, say, a new pattern today, maybe you can do like binary search on an answer, but you couldn't do it like last month, you've gotten better. There's no doubts about that. It's sometimes just hard to see the gains that you've gotten. Don't give up too early because the gains will be more apparent the longer you go on. It sometimes takes time and consistency to improve. There are walls we always hit. Start in 2023. All right, let's take a look at Q's progression. Like maybe if you just look at this from August 21st, 2021 until the end of the year. That's 4 months. You could say, oh man, imagine if Q said, look, my contest rating isn't getting better. I'm just going to give up now. 4 months in, nothing's been happening. But then, man, if you zoom out and Q just kept going, being consistent, not giving up. There are fluctuations. You have good days, you have bad days, but over time, over many months, it does trend upwards. And I don't know if Q has kept the same like efforts the whole time. You know, maybe he's let off the gas a little bit, but for sure the trend is upwards, man. So a blink, I think what you're going through is quite normal. It's important to just keep on keeping on, keep doing more problems, keep practicing. I'd say do the problems that make you feel the most uncomfortable. Those are the problems that you got to work on. Anyways, good luck and don't give up just yet, man. Just keep on going. All right, so let me try and struggle with this problem. So they're saying we can rearrange the columns and we got to figure out the biggest amounts of ones. So I don't know yet. How do you rearrange them? Is this vibe coding? Why is the title vibe coding? Who said that? It's not vibe. Man, I forgot to change the title. I forgot to click save. LeetCode Mondays, man. My bad. Thank you very much, Don't Defense. I forgot to click the button. Zen Logic was having. All right, let's do Type Racer? Type Blazer? I don't know. I think something's wrong with Type Blazer right now. Maybe one of my changes say broke something. Perhaps. Officially, I'm poor today. I just bought my e-bike. Dang. I don't know anything about e-bikes, man, but is it fun? Have you used it? Here we go. First race is the warm-up. Second race is the championship round. Ricky Wong in the house. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Hey, Ricky, sorry about that championship race. I don't even know what happened, man. I got to investigate, but I don't know if I'll get to it tonight. Haven't used it yet. All right, here we go. Warm-up. All right. This is only the warm-up. All right, dang. 119 for Don't Defense. What happens to Ricky? Why didn't he participate? Man, it could be because you always be talking trash, man, or it could also be because Type Racer sucks and he gets so many ads, he doesn't even want to deal with it and he just exit out immediately. Who knows? I'm frozen on ads. Yeah, I knew that was the problem, man, because Type Racer sucks. Anyways, my Chrome is so locked up. Dang, man. All right, man, I know I've been saying I'm going to get Type Blazer up and running for like 2 weeks now, but it's going to happen real soon, I promise. For months. Yeah, maybe for months. Anyways, all right, here's a championship round for whoever wants to join. Are you guys ready? Here we go. Let's try again. Championship round. All right, Zen Logic, are you in here? Maybe, maybe not. I want to quit my team, but I'm scared of not having a paycheck. Yeah, not having a paycheck is scary, man. So I think you got to have a plan. All right, here we go. Dang, 113 for Ricky Wong. Joked I had him, yeah. How is it even possible for an ad to float over the race area? Hey, it's so bad on Type Racer, man. That's, I always say when I'm building Type Blazer that I want to be respectful with the ads. If you see the ads on Type Racer, you know what I'm talking about being respectful, man. These fools are so disrespectful with their ads. Anyways, that's what drove me to build my own thing, but it's not ready yet. Anyways, don't defense. It doesn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning is winning. Everybody knows that. Use Brave browser, man. I don't know anything about Brave. All right, we gotta figure out how to solve this dang problem. Let me see when I did it. Dang, I did it so long ago. 2022. Insane. Like, I don't really know what to do here, so perhaps we can count how many ones in each row or something. And maybe I can binary search on this answer. Might have to install Brave and use it at least for some sites. Yeah, Brave browser is the best. It has ad blocker built in with their browser. Wait, Simon has some very weird views I was checked out, but I heard him talk about that immortality guy in a positive light. I don't know anything about that dude, man, but I was just saying what I thought his contributions to were. He sounds like a mad scientist, but I think mad scientists are important to push the boundaries, especially rich mad scientists who can fund their own crazy experiments. But anyways, I do have some weird views, don't defense. I have some very unorthodox views about many things. I think his contribution is negative because if he really wants to push the boundaries, there are better ways. All right. I hear that. That's a good argument. But I don't think it... Just because he could have done better, maybe you can't just take away everything he's done just because of that. Anyways, this is LeetCode time, man. Thing is, if his goal is what he's saying it is, he's doing it in a very dumb way. I don't really know what his goal is. His goal is very good. I forget what... I've never even watched a documentary. I'm just seeing like random headlines about him throughout the years. All right, here's what I'm thinking for this problem, man. I'm thinking binary search is the first thing. I'm thinking binary search in the size or like a streak. So what we're binary searching for is like, can we make at least a streak of 2 with at least 2 counts in each row? And that would be yes. This is my first thoughts, but I'm not sure. Submatrix of ones, but okay, maybe not because I don't know, man. I don't know yet. So if we counted the ones in each row, I think that's one observation that's important. We don't actually care about their positioning, we just care about the counts. Do we? Oh, maybe we do care about positioning. Hold on, man. How did I solve this? How do you solve it? So 1, 3, 2, and the answer is a size of 4. But this one is 3 in a row. And the answer is 3. So, all right, there's one here. Oh, maybe I have to count in the columns instead of the rows. So I have a column of 3, 2. Oh, but you can swap the rows. No, you can swap the columns. You can't swap the rows. I don't know what to do. But look how many people have solved this, including me a few years ago. So it's like, this happens all the time where I don't see anything, but I probably could have solved it at some point in my career. All right, I wonder if we can binary search on the answer, but then how would we determine that that size is possible? Uncertain. One, two. But all right, so you can rearrange the whole column. Is there some way that we want to do that? Can't see anything, man. Oh, Jesus. What do I do when I'm stuck? I had to think about all the tools I know. Which I know binary search. I guess maybe there's some type of way you can use a stack, like monotonic stacker queues. I know like the histogram thing is probably a similar problem, but I don't really see anything obvious on how you'd use that yet. And it also says you can rearrange the columns, so that means, how do you know what the optimal ordering is? So if it's just one row, it's just the count of, all right, here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking the count of ones in the row is important. But then I'm thinking maybe it's not just a count, because if you move a whole column, I don't know how to explain why I'm being confused. Dang, is this problem gonna get me? Can't believe it. Wait, H for dev. Yo, nice, you got this problem, very good. Anyways, I'll see you next time, man. Thank you very much for tuning in. Have a good night. Remember sorting? Dumb bats, what's happening? Brute force check every cell neighbors with for loops. Yeah, maybe. Dang. So there's 100,000 cells. Midnight ringer, what's happening? All right, sure. Everyone give me your opinions, because I don't know what to do, man. Wait, Sir Lord Good, what's happening? For years, when I did the recursion problems, I tried to trace the problem out using the recursive call stack. Then it got to the points with more difficult problems that I was having a hard time keeping track of harder problems. I heard that people are using the recursive leap of faith for recursion problems. Is this true? And is that the way you're supposed to solve these problems? I don't know what the recursive leap of faith is. I don't think you have to rearrange anything. You can do it from a mathematical point of view. All right. Hey, Midnight Ringer. Nice name, by the way. All right, let me think about math. Yeah, I wasn't thinking you had to physically rearrange, but I was trying to see if there's some way. Maybe on the counts of ones, or feel it's kind of like a. I don't know yet. We want a simple count for output, not a matrix. Yes. Wait, like when you're doing recursive problems, do you trace through the recursive call stack, or you just know what to do? Well, in the beginning, I traced through the call stack on a whiteboard, but now I just visualize it in my head. Treat each row as a base of a histogram by accumulating consecutive ones vertically. So height represents how many continuous ones end at that. Wait, man. Hold on, no scope. JFK2, that sounds like everyone has tell me what to do here. It's hard to keep track. Matrix size is 149. Count how many you have, and then you can see where your count fits to see the largest matrix. Submatrix, what? Yeah, well, no scope JFK2. I was also thinking about that histogram problem, and I know that problem is like a stack, monotonic stack or something, but I don't think I was able to solve that problem. But let's try to see here. I mean, the histogram thing, I'm not sure, because it kind of only works in this example, maybe. What do you do if there's like no zeros on the bottom row? What if I take it row by row? Oh, snap, something dropped. Say the matrix is a line, then it's going to be the number of ones divided by the line. Say it's 2 line, then it's going to be number of ones divided by 2. I'm not sure if I understand what you're saying, Ringer. Alright, is this problem too hard for me? It seems so, man. Let me read one hint from the official LeetCode people. Am I ready for a hint? I guess. For each column, find the number of consecutive ones ending at each position. What does that mean? Counting the number of ones does give you an idea of max size. Right, I can see that. For each column, find the number of consecutive ones ending at each position. Okay, so let me try that. So they're saying for each column, so this first one would be like 0, 1, 2. This one would be 1, 2, 3. This one would be 0, 1, 0. And then we do something here. Well, let me think. I guess this would be, originally, it would be like this. 1, 2, 3. Like this on the left. I drew it on the right. So if it was like this, 2, So we just look at these things and we can see. So if we put them in I see how they do it now. This hint was enough for me to realize what to do here. Because now we can just take, well, have I seen what to do? Since we can rearrange this, we need to, I guess we can kind of just sort every row. I mean, I think I see it, because if the 3 is next to the 2 like that, then something like that. I can't quite put it all together, but I feel we do look at something. It's like the min 2 and 2, or these numbers. Maybe we sort everything. Like this one would tell me that we can make something of size 3 because we have 1, 1, 1, right? This one tells me the size 1. So I guess it's the, if I sorted each row, then it's just the length first times the min, the length of how many non-zeros, and times the minimum number, or yeah, something like that. Let's see. I'm gonna try and implement that. So here we go. Took me a while, but I think that's it. We'll see if it is actually that. Is that my rows and columns? Yes. So what I want to do, I want to go through each row and kind of just replace it with the count of the streak. Yeah. So let me try and do that for every column. Let's go down the rows, and then I'm gonna say I need to keep track of my streaks and my previous. So if the previous is equal to the current, then we increase our streak. Otherwise, our streak is 0. Is that how we do it, man? But then we only care about ones. I guess I should specify that. And then maybe, actually, maybe I put this stuff up here, because for every column is new and it's different. And then at the bottom, let me think here. Maybe I can just replace this thing with the streak, right? And that should give me the right thing. Should I double check that, or does that look good? No, I didn't set my previous to my current. Did I miss anything else? Yeah, maybe it might be okay. So now I have that thing in the matrix. Man, I really feel like I should print it out, but I'm not going to. And anyways, now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to iterate over each cell, but I'm going row, and then every column, and then every row by row, I suppose, instead of column by column. Well, actually, do I need to do that? All right, for every row that I go into, maybe I'll sort everything. I don't know if I think I can, right? Let me see if it will work. Matrix. bar begin. So if I sort everything, now I need to count, I guess, what I need. Let me think for a second. I need to iterate, I need to visit every cell. I need to count how many non-zeros, and I need to find the minimum non-zero number in that row. That's what I'm thinking of. How does your street code handle examples like 1? All right, LeetWhale, I know what you're trying to say. You're trying to say there's a bug in my code. So let me think about that. Thank you. How does it handle something like that? It's not good. I see what you're saying. Man, how's my streak stuff so whack? Okay, here we go. This is some confusing code now, man. I don't know how else I could have done it nicer. Maybe I should have given it some more thoughts. Man, you got some good eagle vision, LeetWhale. I don't know if I fixed it completely, but it might work. Anyways, so I'm sorting, I'm counting how many non-zeros. And I'm also taking the minimum of those non-zeros. Maybe that the minimum times the count. Yeah, let's try that. For sure, I have bugs. Oh, Jesus. Too hard, this problem. Let me see where I'm breaking down here. So I'm saying the answer is 24, but the answer is 34. I'm not in LeetCode shape, man. Too much vibe coding lately. Not enough LeetCoding. Man, this is too hard. So, you know what? I'm going to print my matrix to see what's up. Let me print it after I sort everything. What if you have a row like 1199? Wait, hold on. What do you mean 1 1? Let me think about that. Oh, I see what you're saying, LeetWhale. I see what you're saying. Wait, what does that mean? Then this should catch it, because it would be the minimum is 99. No, I see what you're saying. So it would just be I need the max and the minimum. Yes, that's what I need. I see what you're trying to tell me. But does that fix the bug that was in here? Yeah, I think there's another case, Leet Whale. Alright, what the heck am I doing here? So it should be 1, 2, I'm counting 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Ooh, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So I'm counting 17. So how come this didn't work, man? What did I do wrong? So there's a bug in my code. I'm sorting it. If it's greater than 0, I increase my count. Take that. So that should be... Oh, I see what's happening, man. How do I do that then? Yeah, I see exactly what's happening. I'm taking 24. Wait. I think I see what's happening. Why is saying what's happening? Mary Simon was showing off the ring. Am I? Nah, I'm just wearing it. Maybe I need to look at streaks. No, there must be an easy way to do this, right? So maybe I need to count the streaks of each number as I'm going through them. And then that sounds a little bit complicated. Hey, should I just give up on this problem, Leet Whale? It's too hard for me. Read one more hint. Shit. I'm close. Feels like I'm just solving each edge case one at a time, you know. Alright, 1, 2. So there's 17 twos here. But I guess I'm counting 19 ones. Or 20. I'm counting 24 ones. I would guess that this is right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, that looks like 24 then. This is the answer I'm guessing. But the answer should be these ones. So maybe if I were to count the streak of numbers, that would give me a good thing there. But then there's a lot of edge cases there, man. I'm trying to think of the cleanest way to implement that. Let me take this out first. So we sort the things. I wonder if we can do some type of stack. Or I'll just increase the ones in the stack. So now I have 1, count 2. I don't know, man. I don't know. Brain ain't working. Alright, I'll try and count the streak of each number. Oh, jeez. How do you handle 1122233? Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. That's why I think you need to count the streak of each number, and then you got to do some funky stuff. All right, let me try and think about that problem a little bit more, Elite Whale. So, you need to refill the brain juice. Yeah, thanks. Hydrate. Thank you very much. Cheers. Brain juice ain't working. What are we doing? What was that test case? 112222223. So the streak of numbers, this would be, can either go the whole thing of ones. Man, I should just binary search. Why wouldn't I just binary search, man, and do a lower bound? And then get the size of that to the end. I'm gonna do that, man. I'm doing all this nonsense with streaks and whatnot. Wait, but what are we binary searching? We're binary searching like every single number until we get to the end. 1, 2, 3. Is that what we're really doing? Because if I binary search for a 1, it will give me the first one. Or I don't need to binary search. I can just iterate the first number. Yeah, what am I talking about, man? I'm talking nonsense, Elite Whale. I see it. It's so clear to me now, man. So here's the deal. Wait, I had it, and I don't need to binary search shit. Every time we change a number, I just take the thing until the end, you know? So I'm gonna just say if there's a switch, so if, let's say, so if that's true, then I want to take the new number, so the column would be calls minus, I have to put some indices here because I always get off by ones. So if this was my thing, the first time I'm like, if I'm like right here, oh, there's a bug in my code, but I'll handle it in a bit. So if I'm like right here at index 2, I want to count how many from here. So this columns is 9. It should be 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's n. It's calls minus c, and that's how many units. And then it's should I do it like this, or should I just say prev, man? I want to say prev. And you multiply this by matrix RC. That's the current size. Man, how do people think about these solutions? This is quite a difficult one, I'd say. To me, at least. But I think there's other things I gotta do here first. Maybe I'll do a previous like that. And then did I finish everything I wanted to? Maybe. Man, that was tough. Tough question for me. Slutty Pie, what's happening? What's the question? Largest submatrix with rearrangements. That's the question. Max Amro, how you doing? Do you know to get premium for free? No, I don't have premium. I don't know how to get it for free. Oh shit. Hey, how late did you stream LeetCode? I'm going for about 2 more hours. You can also remove the matrix RC not equal previous check and just do it every single time, I suppose, because only the first one will be the best and the rest would kind of be ignored since they're not as good. That makes sense. But man, let me see how I solved this 4 years ago, man. Alright, first is my wrong submission. Crazy frequency map. I was doing some craziness like that. And then let me see what finally got accepted over here. Okay, same thing. So I was able to see this back then. Maybe I got help from chat, I'm not sure. But I couldn't see it this time. But I was also training a lot harder back then, man. Generally the same thing, I think. Maybe I did read the hints back then too. Let me see what the second hint says. Wait, for each row, sort the cumulative ones in non-increasing order and fit the largest submatrix. Alright. Anyways, moving on. Ooh, that is the Type Blazer Championship race noise, but man, the last championship race, something broke. I don't know what the hell. It's been running okay for a while, and then this one never fired for some reason at 9 p.m. I gotta look into that. But maybe I'll do the contest that I missed. 24-hour LeetCode stream when? Probably never, man. I can't focus on LeetCode for 24 hours. I can barely focus on LeetCode for 3 hours. No way 24 hours of this junk. Alright, I missed the bi-weekly and I missed the weekly contest. So I'm going to try to do both. Maybe after this championship race. I'll start in 1 minute. The dang bi-weekly 178 and then bi-weekly 493 if we have time. Alright. Can I link the race? Yes, but you have to have an account to do this championship race since I don't know why, but you need an account for this one. How old am I? I am in my upper 30s, man. I am pretty old to some people. To some people, I'm young. To some kids, they call me an old man. 38. Is there a specific company that you would join if they gave you an offer? Anthropic? I think if Anthropic gave me an offer, I'd have to probably take it, man. But I don't know. Alright, so this one works. Tough passage. What keyboard do you have? Sounds good. Thank you. It is a Bubble 75. Why Anthropic? Do they pay really good? They pay really good, and it's probably the most prestigious company to work for right now. 81 rings, what's poppin'? Know you're a fan of Blaise Pascal. Have you ever met his friend Silo what? Sibin? Yeah, I guess I know what you're talking about. I don't trip like that anymore. I used to do it more when I was in college. I haven't done it in over a decade, probably. I should apply for some jobs for fun. Maybe. But I don't want to get tempted, man. I don't want to lose focus on what I'm trying to accomplish over the next couple of years, Leet Whale. I don't want to get tempted or distracted by that goal, you know, or by getting an actual job somewhere. NJ Gaming. What's poppin'? Alright, let us do these dang virtual contests. I'll start with bi-weekly 178. Still remember when you got the Google offer, you deserve the success, man. Humble King Simon, 81 rings. You're hyping me up too much, man. I think, well, thank you, I should say first. But I also feel like my timing was quite good. Because I don't know if I would be able to replicate what I did back then if I did it today. I don't think it would be. I think I'd probably not be as successful. So I'm happy it works out. But, you know, I've taken a lot of L's in the past to get that W that time. So it's just about staying in the game, I guess. Just keep on keeping on. Here we go. 178 starting right now. 4 questions. I already see some hard ones. Luxury Hustle 009. Welcome to the party. Alright, Ghost in the Net. What's poppin'? Here we go. Q1. First unique even element. You're given an integer array nums. Return an integer denoting the first even integer earliest by array index that appears exactly once in nums. If no such integer exists, return -1. All right, I'm going to have a frequency map. And then what? Exactly once. And then I'm going to iterate through by index. And I'm going to be like, if the frequency of that number is 1, and the number is even. Maybe I should check if the number is even first, even though I don't think it really matters for this problem. Then we should return that number. What do we return? We return the index? Or do we return the number? I'm going to return the number. Otherwise, return -1. I think that's what they're asking. Let's see. So answer is 2 and -1. 2, -1. Should I send it? I think we'll be all right. All right, easy Q1. Yeah, too easy. You're a couple hours early. It's only 10 p.m. Yeah, but it's midnight, Simon, because I end at midnight. And then that's when I go to bed. Alright, sum of GCD of formed pairs. I don't like anything with GCD or LCMs, man. I always get those problems wrong because I don't know math. But here we go. You are given an integer array nums of length n. Construct an array prefixed GCD where for each index I, let mxi be the maximum of the prefix of that thing. Prefix GCD is the GCD of that stuff. After constructing prefix GCD, sort that in non-decreasing order. Form pairs by taking the smallest unpaired element and the largest unpaired element. Repeat this process until no more pairs can be formed. For each formed pair, compute the GCD of the two elements. What kind of nonsense is this, man? If n is odd, the middle element is the GCD, is the prefix GCD array. Wait, what? The middle element in the prefix GCD array remains unpaired and should be ignored. Return an integer denoting the sum of GCD values of all formed pairs. What the heck are they talking about? I'm just gonna do exactly what they say because it sounds more like a reading comprehension thing so far. Just like a confusing, based on how many people got accepted. So, and I do the max of that. Okay, so construct prefix GCD of length n. I'll name it exactly what they're asking me to name it, I think. I'm gonna call this prefix GCD of size n. And they say I want to go like iterate through nums, and I need to find what my max is. Let me look at the constraints here. So nums is up to 1 billion. So maybe it's just 0. It's all positive numbers. So I have my thing initialized to 0. So what do I want? The maximum of that. And then prefix GCDI. Is that how you do GCD, man? So after we do that, we sort this. And then form pairs. So L and R. And it says if it's odd, we don't want the middle one. So we go like L less than R. All right, so we take the pairs and then compute the GCD of the two elements. And then we take that GCD, and what do we do with it? The sum of those values. Let's see if that's what they want, man. I'm just doing exactly as they tell me. So we should get 2 and 5. So I got 2 and I got 3. So something ain't right. Example 2. What did I do wrong, man? Oh, I'm using nums instead of prefix GCD. Let's try that again. 5, very good, and 2, very good. Should I send that, or should I worry about long longs? Let me think. Like, could this be I don't think this should be long, but I'm gonna put it there anyways. Should I just put everything as long just to be sure, man? Perhaps, man, perhaps. Just to be on the safe side. Did I miss any? These should be alright. That should be alright. Uh-oh. Alright, this is funky now, man. Hold up. Maybe, whatever. I'll just do it like this. It's a little funky. But 2 and 5, I'm gonna send it to see what happens. Alright. Thankfully, no integer overflows. Easy. Yeah, that was a little silly problem, man. But I guess for a Q2, I don't know. I think it's still too easy for a Q2, man. It's more just a reading comprehension or something. Q3, minimum cost to equalize arrays using swaps. You're given two integer arrays, nums1 and nums2 of size n. You can perform the following two operations any number of times on these two arrays. Swap within the same array. Choose two indices I and j, then choose either to swap nums1i and nums1j or nums2i and nums2j. This operation is free of charge. Swap between two arrays. Choose an index I, then swap nums1i and nums2i. This operation incurs a cost of 1. Return an integer denoting the minimum cost to make nums1 and nums2 identical. If this is not possible, return -1. Is this a take it or leave it type of thing? I'm not sure yet, but let me look at some examples here. So 10 and 20, 20 and 10 say the answer is 0 because we just do a free swap. All right, so maybe I sort the things first and then man, 80,000. It's a strange number to have there. Anyways, all right, I'm thinking for sure we sort the two arrays. But then what do we do when we sort them? And how can we know if it's possible? I guess if we have an odd count of any number, it's impossible. That's one thing, one observation from me. But how do you know what the optimal thing is here? All right, so my first instinct is for sure sort. But you never know, man. Second thing is count all the numbers. And it's up to 80,000. I'll still use unordered map here. Who cares? No. I'm gonna use yeah, I'm gonna just use unordered map. I don't need to like squeeze out every last drop of performance, right? So this is just my frequency map. I'm going to count everything. I wonder if I should count them like that or like in one, or like keep them separated, you know. I'm not sure yet, but this is my first thoughts. I'll adjust it if I need to. So I want to make sure that every number and their counts, so their counts, all of the counts are even. Otherwise, maybe we can't make them identical. All right, so what's next? Let's figure out the minimum number of swaps that we'll need. I don't know. I guess, do I just, I guess I know how many numbers should be in each thing. And if I sort the things, and then I just line up how many numbers are not where they need to be, and then count that, would that work? Let me test it out on this easy example. So this one, we get 10, 20, and 10, 20. So they're both equal. We don't have to do anything. This one we get 10, 10, and 20, 20. I guess we know everything. All right, I'm gonna just, I guess we know the target number for each array. So maybe I will iterate over 1. I don't even know if I need to know my indices here. I don't think so. So I'm iterate over 1 array, and then I guess the target, maybe I should, let me think. Maybe I need to keep a new frequency map for how many elements in this new, in only nums1. So here we go. It's called current frequency or something. And then our target frequency would be freq x divided by 2. So then I'd say if this frequency is greater than our target, then we need to do a swap somewhere, right? And then I think that's it, man. I'm not sure, but I have a feeling that's it. So we get 1 and we get a -1. Should I just send that, man? I'm gonna send it. I didn't send it. I just click. Here we go. Too easy. Come on now. What's next? Q4. Count fancy numbers in a range. You're given 2 integers, L and R. An integer is called good if its digits form a strictly monotone sequence, meaning the digits are strictly increasing or strictly decreasing. All single digits integers are considered good. An integer is called fancy if it is good, or if the sum of its digits is good. Return an integer representing the number of fancy integers in the range L to R inclusive. A sequence is said to be strictly increasing if each element is strictly greater than its previous one, if it exists. A sequence is said to be strictly decreasing if each element is strictly less than its previous one, if exists. I don't know. All right, first thing I usually think of when they ask you for some number of count of some things in some range, like L through R, is you got to do it 2 times. You got to do a calculation for R, and you got to do a calculation for L minus 1, and you take the difference of that. But I don't know if we can apply it here because I'm not sure what the problem is even asking yet. So let's see. Example 1. L is 8, R is 10. The answer is 3. And the explanation is 8 and 9 are single-digit integers, so they are good and therefore fancy. Okay, and 10 has digits 1, 0, which forms a strictly decreasing sequence. I see what you're saying. So, man, is this a digit DP? That's what they want me to do right now. I gotta take a little drink here before I try this digit DP stuff. If it's digit DP, it feels like it probably is. I don't know if I can do it though. I just did a digit DP like a week or 2 ago. It was really difficult for me. Dang, NJ Gaming. Thank you very much for the hydrate. Cheers, even though I just drank one. Okay. So how the heck would we know if it's strictly increasing or decreasing, man? So how does digit DP work? I gotta go up to each number. And I guess I just need to remember what the previous digit was and whether or not it's in. Okay. Maybe I can do it. Let's try. It's tough, but we will attempt it. What is our states here? I know we need something like well, first we need an index. I have to convert these numbers into some type of index, right? Actually, maybe I should pass in those numbers here. So we pass in the nums. We have our index that we're at. Maybe a boolean is equal to max or something. What else do we need? We also need to figure out, I think we need to know what our previous number was to know like if we're increasing or not, you know? Should I do it like that? I guess it's like adding, it could only be up to like 10 digits, 0 through 9. Digit DP, man. Always struggle with trying to think about how to implement this. Do we need that previous? So let me do some quick math here. I'm not very good at math, but I will try to do these calculations. So let's say, dang, 10 to the 15th. I guess that's like 15 digits, maybe. Then we got boolean, so that's 2. Then we got previous, that's 10. What else do we need for dang digit DP stuff? Maybe like scene 0 or something like that. Because how do you stop the trailing zeros, non-zero? Gaken Stormblade, how you doing? But it is also saying that L is less than or equal to R. Wait, what? What do you mean? Oh yeah, that's fine because it's a range. L is less than or equal to R. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna call this DP function for both L and for R independently and take their difference. Rolo Fiend, what's poppin'? This guy is still at it? What you talking about, man? Why wouldn't I be still at it? I took a long break, man. I've been back for a couple months now, though. All right. So we have I, boolean, previous, and another boolean, 2. So what is this? I think that should be all right. Am I missing anything else? 153. Man, we're so good. There must be some more state there. Wait, so you don't need to worry about if the sequence L to R is decreasing, just the digits that make up each sequence. Now they want you to count everything in that range from the L to the R. Jake 1130, what's poppin', man? How those plants coming in? Hey, I killed a bunch, but A lot of them are still alive. I'm getting better at gardening. Let me see. They're all alive. At least all these ones, man. They're all poor plants. Nah, those plants, don't you worry. They're gonna be all right in plant heaven. Thank you very much for that hydrate, Jake 1130. Cheers. Damn, it's not for me. All right, I'll I'll go water my plants tomorrow. Hey, Jake, I seen you in the championship race sometimes, man. When were you on? I don't remember. Was it yesterday? Today? No, it was today, man. This morning during my morning stream. Got my first goal today, yeah. Hey, I found a bug during this race because I was in this race, but my character froze up. I think something happened and I clicked out right as the race started. And then when I rejoined, it allowed me to type, but it wouldn't move my character, man. So you got lucky. Otherwise, I would have smoked you for sure. Anyways. Alright, what are we saying? I'm trying to do this Q4 hard problem. What's happened? I would love to see you thinking out loud on a drawing board like Excalidraw solving these problems. I mean, I try and think out loud all the time. I never try to stay too silent. And then these ASCII arts are kind of like my Excalidraw or something. Every now and then I used to bust out some drawings, but these days it's not that often. I tried the racing, just got 40 WPMs. Not bad. Especially if English isn't your first language. Alright, so I think I should try and implement this. And so this technique I'm using is called Digit DP. If you've never heard of Digit DP, I think it's a more advanced technique for LeetCode. I have a video on it. I'm gonna try and find it for you. BetSimp taught me this technique. Hey, how do I look at my own shit, man? Let me see. Is it here? Digit DP. No. Dang, I gotta I don't remember when I learned it, man. But there is a video out there somewhere. I'll try and find it one day. Or I'll try and just do it right now. So here we go. First thing, I gotta translate these longs into a vector int. Just search DP. No, I don't remember exactly when I did that digit DP stuff, but it was a couple years ago, I think. Anyways, here we go. 2 digits. I'm gonna just call it that. Why am I using camel case? Or whatever. So we take in these longs and we're basically just turning them into vector ints. How do you do that, man? So we need the mod and then put that in there and then we divide by 10, right? And then we reverse. Should we reverse or should we just leave it as is? Let me think about that. Oh, did you ever take this last weekly contest? Q, I'm doing it right now. I'm doing the bi-weekly 178 right now. I'm on Q4. I think if I can get this Q4, I would have had a really good finish. And I think I am able to do this Q4. But let's see. Let me think. Do I need to have my digits in the right order? I think I should. Like reverse or not reverse, you know? Okay. So I'll fill out this DP later, but basically it's gonna be like return I don't remember if I hit them with the false here or the true, but I'll just put false for now. Wait, so I do that one, and then I do this one minus. Oh, wait. Can I even do it like that? I need to have my cache, man. Can I use the same cache? I'm not sure. Dr. K. Tito Boy, what's happened? Army Blood, how you doing? I have a bachelor degree in math, but I still don't get what you are doing. And what is digit DP? Army Blood. Yeah. I don't know how to explain what digit DP is, but it's a technique using dynamic programming that allows you to count something with numbers in a range or whatever. I don't really know how to explain it, man, because it's relatively new technique for me. I've only done it a few times. So let me see if I can do it before I try and explain what's going on, though. What are we trying to do here? So this is our L, and then our R. Hey, Army Blood, are you a programmer? Do you know what DP is? Like dynamic programming? All right, here's what I'm not sure. I'm not sure the cache. I won't build a cache yet. I'll just try and solve it first. So first things first, if we go out of bounds, then there's nothing left to do. If we go out of bounds, what does it mean? Should we just return 1? Let me think. Maybe it's not just returning 1, but for now, I'll just return 1. Wait, I know a bit of programming, but I want to become a professional programmer. That is why I saw your live stream and click right away. Yeah, so I think math to software engineer or programmer is a very common path. So I think you'll be all right trying to learn this stuff. I can explain very simple what DP is. Well, we're trying to explain what digit DP is. But yeah, if you want to go ahead and explain what DP is, let's hear it. I always like to hear other people's explanations, because mine isn't that great. I do a little dynamic programming. I dabble. Hello, Meow. Welcome to the party. All right, so digit DP. I forget. Let me use this example. This one is a little bit more complicated. This number. So in our digit DP, these are our digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 0. And we've put them in some type of array in these nums. I should call this digits really instead of nums. That's a more accurate description. So here we are. Initially we're coming in at this index. So the current number that we can select here depends on whether or not this Boolean is equal to the maximum. So I guess in the beginning, maybe this should be true, because we're going to say if we're equal to the maximum prefix, then we can only go up to the maximum number here. So these are my indices, and these are my digits. So like for this one, we can only go up to 0 and 1. And then when we go here, if we had selected 0 at index 0, then that means we can go all the way up to 9 for this new index. So what I'm saying is if we had 0 here, then index 2, we could choose 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, because we're not equal to the maximum, right? But if we had selected 1 for index 0, that means going to index 1, the second position, we are already at the max, so we can't go beyond 2. The only numbers we could select at the second index, if we're already at the maximum, is 0, 1, and 2. Wait. Dr. K Tito Boy says digit DP is a way to count numbers with certain rules by checking them digit by digit instead of testing every number one by one. Kind of hard to explain, but easy to learn, to be honest. Yeah, it is hard to explain. That's why I let you do it. And I think it is somewhat easy to learn. I think it's scarier than it is difficult, you know? So once you get rid of your mental block and you just try and learn it, I think you can learn it in about an hour or 2 if you're really focused. Anyways, so that's what we're trying to do, right? But I'm not good at implementing digit DP. I don't practice it enough. Is it good for something like prime checking? I don't think that's what we use digit DP for. It's for finding like interesting numbers in some range or something. Sergeant Pepper, what's happening? We vibe code some LeetCode questions. That's how people do interviews these days, didn't you know? Yeah, that's what I've been hearing. That's how people been doing it. Well, we put on the vibe coding for a little bit, man, until tomorrow morning. Okay. So where were we? So this question, we have to figure out what we're going up to. So we got to figure out like our max. So if we're equal to the maximum, then it's going to be digits I. Otherwise, it's going to be, we're going up to 9. Hey, Bet Simp. Hey, this is the guy who's taught me digit DP right here. Bet Simp is in the house. I was trying to find the VOD where you taught me digit DP for the first time, Bet Simp, but I don't really remember where it is. I know it was like a couple years ago. When I did this problem during the contest, I was like, I hope Simon can do this. All right, I think I can do this, man. But it might take me a bit to implement just because I'm not well practiced, you know. Because I did successfully do a digit DP a few days ago, maybe like a week. All right, so here we go. So the maximum number we go up to this one is here. I need to think. So we pass in these digits. We go to the next digit is equal to max. I'm not sure yet. So I guess I'll make a new Boolean here. Or new is max. So an if x is equal to, wait, how do you know if it's the max? So if x is equal to digits I and it's already max, then we're at the max, right? Otherwise, I guess it's false. I don't know. I have to think about that if it's right. Pressure has been increased. Yeah, I mean, the pressure is always on when I'm streaming, man, because I don't care who's watching. I don't want to look like a fool. Even if BetSimp was here or wasn't here, I still don't want to look like a fool, man. So, but I'd say, you know, you get used to the pressure after a while. The first time I streamed, I couldn't focus on problems if I didn't know what to do immediately. but now I'm more comfortable like not knowing. Anyways, I need to find out this new thing. Is this, let me think. So if we're false, then we can never be true again. But if we're true, we can become false. So maybe this is okay. So here we're not defusing a bomb. Yeah, I guess. And then the non-zero. So, oh shit. What did I do? My bad. Let me zoom in. New non-zero. So let me think about what non-zero means. It means we've seen a non-zero number, and it's just to eliminate the trailing zeros in a number. So I guess we can say if, Jesus Christ, if this is true and this is true, or it's not equal to 0, then this now becomes false, right? And then if it was false, then it would never become true again. So I think that might be okay. Previous, I suppose, would be X here, and then new non-zero. So that's the current thing. Let me think about what we do with this. Do we just add it? We just add everything together? I'm not too sure. But maybe, I'm sure there's like something else missing here, man. So it's RDP minus L DP. 100% something's missing. First of all, I know my cache is missing, but we'll see if we're correct first before we type out all that cache stuff. So what's it saying, man? Second. Oh, I'm not passing in my nums. I don't know if I have to put that like that. And this like that. Let's try that. All right, so 3, 1, and 0. So I got 3, I got 2, and I got 1. So something ain't right, but I know what's wrong, because I'm always returning 1 here. This should not be so, and I'm not even checking for is increasing. So let me do that now. Let me say if X. So what do they want? They want, oh, digits are strictly increasing or decreasing. Dang. So maybe I might have to do this like 4 times. So, Jesus. Let me do one more Boolean. Let me check is increasing or is decreasing. So here, I'm gonna be like, dang, I can do this. All right, if it's increasing, then that means if the current number at X is less than or equal to the previous number, then who cares, man? Let's just continue. If we're not increasing, that means we're decreasing. Then if X is greater than or equal to the previous number, then we should continue. right? And now I have to modify these things, and we have to run each thing twice. Dang. So this one was increasing. Let's do true and then false. Let's do this one true and false. For is increasing and is decreasing, or strictly decreasing. Wait, which one is what? Who knows? It doesn't really matter what these are called, man. I'm just adding them up. So it's now gonna be these two. I don't even have to put parentheses, man, right? Minus this one, minus that one. Oh shit. And then I have to think about caching. Liquid Surya, what's happening? It is strictly increasing or high decreasing. Wait, what? Hold up. I'm gonna pass this like that. All right, so now, dang, now we got 8, but we got 1. All right, things ain't right. Things ain't right. Let me see where I messed up. L digits, R digits. Wait, there's probably something else we got to change. Yes, instead of -1 here. All right, so true means is increasing. So you start with something small. And then this one, we should start with something larger for the false case. Maybe that's the problem. Let's see. No, something ain't right. Strictly increasing, right? So only Gracer. Oh, wait. Maybe that's what Liquid Surya was saying. Yeah, so strictly increasing. So if it, let me think about that. If we're checking for strictly increasing, yeah, this checks out. Because we're skipping those, man. We're skipping things equal to or less than, right? And then if we're looking for something strictly decreasing, we're skipping everything that is greater than or equal to. But I got problems because it ain't working, man. I mean, this should be the same thing, but you never know. -6. How's that working like that, man? Where's my bug at? Oh wait, maybe single digits are considered something. So like I'm not picking up anything here. So I wonder what's going on. Anyways, I'll put some C out, see what's up. Because who knows what the hell. Dang, 9 and 1. So why am I... How did I get 9? Is that right? Oh. Maybe I see what's happening. Like, man, why do I get 1 here for is increasing? Oh shit. No. false. I'm not sure what to do, man. I don't know where my bug is. But I think I should get more than one for when is increasing is true. So let me take a look. So, all right, if right here it's false, right? So we're decreasing. And then, so this is part. I don't know. I don't know how else to debug this shit, man. But I think I should get. Oh, you know what? No, I was gonna say maybe my cache is messed up or something. But there's no cache yet, man. I'm trying to just get a correct answer. Oh, something funky just happened. Nothing funky just happened. It's the same. How the hell? How the hell do I? All right, I gotta do some debugging here. So I'm going to just comment out a bunch of things. This might get a little gnarly. Let's see. Man, I should have just commented that out and returned something nonsense. So I'm only getting one for this, but I should be counting everything. I'm not counting anything here. Let me see. Wait, your variable names are flipped? Hey, Leet Whale. I don't know. I mean, I know my variable names are probably flipped, but still. Right is every number up till 10, yeah? So that means, oh, so we select 0 here. I see the bug, man. The bug isn't what you said, but what you said made me realize what the bug is. So when we're trying to find an is decreasing, we need one more check. So if this is true, and that, and then we've seen like a non-zero. Let me think. Is it not, or I don't know which way. Maybe it's seen non-zero, yeah. All right, there we go, I think. Maybe not, we'll see. Yeah, maybe that's, wait, is that what he said? No, not, I don't know. Either way, I don't even know if my thing is working yet. Let's see. There's a lot of things that can go wrong in this problem, yeah. I'm starting to realize this. Alright, I should not be guessing 11, man. So maybe we gotta also check, like, if not non-zero, we don't want that, right? Well, seen non, wait. I forget what our non-zero thing means, man. So initially it's set to false. So I get, all right, if it's false, then we should return 0, right? And then at some point it should be true. Oh, I see. Maybe the naming is bad. Naming is real bad, man. All right, let's see where we're at. 4. 2. Are we off by 1? We might be off by 1. I'm gonna just minus 1 from it. And then cache it. All right, 0, 1, and 3. All right, I think I'm gonna cache this, but I don't know how to cache this. I will do on I'll just do all these parameters. I don't know if I have to reset my cache or if I can just leave it one big cache. That's what I'm uncertain about. All right, let's see how many dimensions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jesus Christ. All right, what size is this? This is n plus 1. 1. I'm gonna just copy this, man. Now we need 4. 2, 3, 4. And then this is Boolean. That's a lot of vectors, yeah. Wait, int 1, 2, 3. All right, so that is n Boolean, and previous, this is only 10 digits. 5D master P, something like that. I know there's probably such an easy way to write this out, but I don't know those advanced techniques. This is my bootleg way of doing things. All right, so this is a Boolean. Oh shit. Let me start that over. So Boolean size 2 vector int, and then last one is another Boolean, and I guess we can set everything to -1. Let's see. All right, is that championship race time? But man, we're so close to this problem. So we're gonna check in our cache. Previous. I think I need to increase this cache size because I have a -1 in there. I'll make it 12 just for good luck, and I'll pad it with a 1. Hey, Ricky Wong. All right, let's do it. Type Blazer championship race. 1 minute, man. Thank you. We got time. 1 minute. Let me just put this on my other screen so I don't forget. This is what happens, man. I'm always trying to do something while I wait for the countdown, and then I miss the dang race as I get distracted. All right, so if this is true, or if it's not equal to -1, then we're just gonna return it. Otherwise, we do that. Championship race time. I'll fix this error after the race. Here we go. Type Blazer. All right. Do you use raycast? I don't know what raycast is. What is that? All right, look at that. Ricky Wong, 138 miles per hour. Q Ultimus, 91. Me at 85. And Steven LF, 78. All right, back to this thing. So, ooh, the digit size would be, dang, what would the digit size be? I guess we can just say, I think we can just put 15 here, man. Who cares, right? Wait, right? Yeah. Because we don't even have this. I'm going to say it's 16 for good luck. Oh, I messed up something in there, man. Something ain't right. What did I do? How did I mess like everything up? I guess it's just minusing 1. It's just returning 0. The cache thing clearly ain't working. I recently discovered it. I love it mainly to switch between specific windows instantly with a hotkey. Hey, maybe I have to look into that. Raycast, you say, huh? Hey, now nothing is working, man. What the heck did I do? Hey, douche, thank you very much for the hydrates. Cheers. Oh, maybe that was the right answer for that test case. It was 0. So my cache is whack. Perhaps I need to clear my cache in between these things. But I don't know how to clear that. How to clear 3D vector ints. There's like a fancy way to do this. I don't really know how to like set everything back to like -1. How do you do that? Who knows? I'm about to just do it a bootleg way though. It's gonna be so embarrassing. Oh, douche. Thank you for saving me the embarrassment, man. You don't know what I was about to do. Hold up. How to type all that stuff out? Alright. I'm gonna do it the embarrassing way. Real cache. Yeah. That's how we do it out here, man. When we can't figure out the fancy stuff, I do it like that. But it's still wrong. Something ain't right. I'm just getting -1 for everything, man. Maybe I can't just set it equal to. So my cache is wrong. Wait, digit DP is the only time I use C style arrays in C++. Maybe I should start doing that because it's a pain in the ass. But I'm not sure exactly why the way whatever I'm doing here is not working, you know? Why could it be? Maybe this previous thing is funky. Previous ++, then cache is fine. Well, I do pad it with 1. But maybe I should be reading, I don't know. Because I know I set it to like -1 initially. Oh, or for 10. Maybe... Should cash be assigned to real cash? Oh, Liquid Surya. You are onto something. You're absolutely right. Yes, for sure it should be. Alright, there we go. Should I send that? Let's see if that's gonna work, man. First time submitting. I give up. I don't know what the hell to do now. So 14 and 9. Missing part of the problem statement. Let me go back and reread. Well, what makes a number fancy? Okay. Let's see. An integer is called good if its digits form a strictly monotone sequence, meaning the digits are strictly increasing or strictly decreasing. All single-digit integers are considered good. What am I missing then? Wait, a sequence has to be... Okay. Wait, good is not fancy? Wait. What are you talking about? Good is not fancy. Okay, that's good. But then... Oh, an integer is called fancy if it is good or if the sum of its digits is good. Jesus Christ. I didn't read the whole problem, that's why. So I just wasted my time solving a different problem, but hopefully I can still solve this. The sum of its digits. So I guess we need one more thing. Like, to carry the sum. Or something. You know, this needs... Wait, what does this need? It needs more DPs, man. It needs one more... But, alright, let me think. So, should I sum the digits up? And then at the very end, we can check... Ah, shit. But then now... Now we shouldn't skip something, man. Jeez. I gotta give it some more thoughts. I'm not sure. I completely missed that part, and it's changed the whole problem for me a little bit. HB, what's happening? What am I doing? I'm doing the LeetCode bi-weekly contest 178, and I'm trying to do question 4, but maybe it's a little bit too hard for me. But I'm not gonna give up just yet, because I think I did at least a part of the problem. I think I did. But now, if the sum of its digits is good, so now maybe I have to do another digit DP where, let me think, because I just select all the numbers until I get to the end. And then I call this digit DP on that one. That sounds so crazy, man. Oh. Or wait, maybe with... Let me think. Maybe every time I find a good number, I should just mark it as fancy. So the sum of the digits. That means if I just figured out what the maximum sum would be, then I can just calculate all of the good numbers from that and then check it right at the end. I don't know. It does, but also first thought that comes to the mind. Wait, what? I forget what I said. Oh, Jesus Christ. Lord have mercy. What should I do? All right. 15 digits or 16 digits or whatever. Like 100. So the sum can only be so tiny, man. So I should just... I think we need to add that to the dimensions here, man. No. I think I should call... Man, I don't know what to do. Another DP with some of the, yeah, liquid Surya. I think that's what I'm gonna do, but I'm feeling a little bit lazy, man, to do all that work. But man, I still got 20 minutes left for this virtual contest. I thought I was gonna be able to get the weekly contest as well, but I've spent a lot of time on this Q4, which means I should probably just keep going because I never solve Q4s. Do what you just said, don't give up. Yeah, that's my problem, BetSim. I'm just too lazy after a certain point. All right, so if I just pre-computed from the digits up to like the maximum sum, which I will take it to be 16 times 9, which is probably more, like 144 or whatever. How will you know if it works or not without trying? I'll look at the answers, or I'll let you guys tell me. All right, max sum. And then now, man, we don't even need it like that. We need it like this in array form, right? My implementation for this problem is ugly. Hey, mine too, Leet Whale. Hey, Hector, HSC in the house. Thank you so much, Hector. What is LeetCode? LeetCode is like algorithm puzzles that big tech companies ask in their job interviews for programmers or software engineers. All right, so we got a dang max sum. Right? And then I don't know what this is, but I'm gonna run this DP on the max sum digits. Maybe I should have it where I pass in a cache here. Man, it's too much work. Paxonian, what's happening? How you doing? So what's the point of streaming this? This is just my practice session, and lots of people are usually interested in these algorithms because there's like, you know, lots of money to be made by learning these things. All right, so I'm thinking I just need to mark whether or not these numbers are like good or bad. So I'm going to create a new function here or something. Maybe I'll modify this so I pass in the cache. But Jesus, that means I gotta copy this whole thing in. A Mohit from YouTube, what's poppin'? How you doing? This function is getting so crazy, man. Let me just put some proper names here. So I'm passing this cache each time. But I want to keep, maybe I make two caches here. No, one increasing and decreasing. One cache should be good. Maybe. It's one of those problems where the farther you go, the uglier it gets. Elegance is not the word. Yeah, this problem is a bit tough for sure. Alright, so I want this max cache here. I'm unsure if I need to have two different ones. Or if I can use the same thing. I'm going to use the same thing since I assume maybe because the digits are the same, I can use the same. So now, what do I do, man? I have a cache. I need to know the number when I get here. I guess if I knew how the cache worked, I could go in there and add up the values, but I don't know. So I'm going to do something real janky right now. Let me think of how to make this jank real quick. I got less than 15 minutes. I don't know if I can do it. Do you use your caps lock or is it mainly abandoned? I don't really use it too much. Caps lock is the biggest waste that humanity did for keyboards. Yeah, I don't. Sometimes maybe people reassign it to a different role. Use that as hyperkey. If I start learning it, what outcome should I expect from it? From if you start learning algorithms, I don't know how to answer that. If you get really good at algorithms, then I suppose you can expect to get a high-paying big tech job if you're able to get to the interview. So if it's good or not, maybe, all right, here's what I'm about to do. It's gonna be real nasty. I'm just gonna copy this whole thing. I'm gonna call this DP max, right? And how am I gonna modify this one? I want to modify it so that, oh shit, look, I have this int sum here. Did I always have that? I don't think I always had that, man. I'm going to remove that from that one. Keep it in this one. And then put it in a set or something crazy. So this one was DP, what I called it? DP max. This is getting too confusing for me. But I gotta keep on keeping on. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's second to last is the sum. Second to last. All right, now back to this one. As I'm modifying it, it's gonna be sum plus x. And then here, if we're returning 1, that means I can just put into my this is funky stuff, man. Oh, wait, what was I doing? Yeah, I remember. I also have the sum here, but I'm not using it as a part of my cache. I'm just checking if what I call that cache is good. Oh, I think I'm about to give up because I just seen something else that I gotta do that's different, man. This problem is too hard. Glad this doesn't go out to a team. Hey, the engineer, what you talking about? Are you building a pyramid with those vectors? It does kind of look like a pyramid, man. Yeah, this is how they built those pyramids for sure. So, alright, here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I no longer can just return 1 now because I have to check every number, right? So I can't just skip right here. I have to just keep on keeping on. And maybe I have to add like one more state that tells us if it is good. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, let me trying to stop be lazy and do that. Or is good. So so instead of continuing, what I will do is I'll set is good to false. So instead of continuing, we send it to false. Yeah. Right? And we gotta send that down. So we gotta send the sum, and we gotta send new is good, and also the cache. It's too much work. Way too much work. So here we gotta send do I have to do it for this one, man? I don't think I need to modify this one. I think someone's cooking, man. I don't feel like modifying this pyramid of Giza or whatever. I feel like I'm just gonna give up, even though I'm pretty sure I'm so close to the end. I still don't understand what LeetCode is. Is it a word for learning algorithms, or is LeetCode a whole different algorithm? Am I correct in assuming that you mean LeetCode algorithm like Ethereum? LeetCode is a website, leetcode.com, to practice algorithms. LeetCode is not an algorithm. It's only a website to learn data structures and algorithms. Can you please explain what LeetCode is? Yeah, man, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but it's a website to practice these interview questions that you get in a big tech interview. Or maybe let's just ask AI, what is LeetCode? LeetCode is a popular online platform designed for software developers to practice coding skills, enhance understanding of data structures and algorithms, and prepare for technical job interviews. That's what it is, man. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just practicing algorithms. All right. I was gonna give up when this time runs out, but I'll continue, even though we've been on this dang problem for so long, man. I will modify my dang pyramid vector thing and figure out how to get everything to work. So the first thing I'm gonna do is actually, I'm just gonna see if we can get a correct answer before I mess with the cache, you know? Like, this cache is gnarly, man. Super duper gnarly. I wish I had the wrong, yeah, this is the wrong test case. L is 14, R is 22. Oh shit. Line 37. What are they talking about, man? Subscript value is not an array. What does that mean? I don't even know what I'm doing wrong. I'm Egyptian and this information looks good to you? Hold up. You have bool is good? Wait. Oh, man. Yeah. So, what should I call this, man? Some good or something. Hey, LeetWhale, how do you spot these things? It's crazy. Alright, I gotta fix... I don't want to fix none of this stuff, man. Shit. 8 were provided. So what are the arguments here? Increasing sum and cache. I got the sum. Oh, is inc sum. And this should be our cache. What did I name it? Max cache 1. I guess I can just put cache here. Rets? Who put that there? Oh, return. I don't know how to deal with all these errors. It's too many. Alright, so this one I need to pass in the sum. 10 arguments, but I only sent 8. Let me see what else I should send there. Is good. So I guess we can start everything as true is good. You mean algorithm like blockchain? Yeah, no, absolutely, that's not what we mean here. Mean algorithms like, I don't know how to explain. Algorithms to solve certain common computer science problems. Oh, I guess because the numbers are so big. Let's see. Alright, so this one is 17, but it's supposed to be expecting 9. Yeah, I think I'm gonna give up. Bro is having a crypto crash out on YouTube chat. Yeah. I think I'm about to give up on this bet simp. I've like completely confused myself about what I'm doing now. And I've lost track of everything. And I don't know how to like regain control of this beast. Oh, right here. I see my bug. So if... I guess we can just return is good, actually. $16. That's still not correct. I mean, I'm sure I have other bugs as well, man. I'm not gonna get baited by me giving up. What are you talking about, man? Hey, Samir, how you doing, man? I don't even know where to start with this question. Yeah, if you haven't done a digit DP, I would not recommend starting on this one. This one is tripping me out. I'm sure I have some crazy bugs. Like, if non-zero, hit the sum. If it's here. All right, my time is up for this contest. Oh, you know what? New is good. Oh, I have that. New is good there. Maybe this problem is too hard, you know? I got my first 3D DP problem in one of the contests. I was at an all-time high. This looks like it's higher dimension and too hard to follow. Yeah, it's too hard for me to follow too, Samir. I think I need to add one more dimension to this dang DP thing. But I think I should use BetSim's advice and use C-style arrays instead of these vectors because they're hard to like maintain. But either way, like, I have a bug in my code and I'm not sure I'll be able to find it. All right, so if we get to the end of this, what I'm checking is, I'm checking if it's non-zero, and I'm checking if this something is good, and then I return whether or not it's good. So this used to continue. I wonder if it's a silly mistake where I'm just calling the wrong function. Enough stuff. What's happening? Time to ask Claude for help maybe before you quit. No, I think I'll just quit and look at solutions to see. I don't know. You think I should ask Claude to see if it can find my bug? I can try. Let's vibe coding LeetCode, man. Wait, should I just try it with this one? Hey, how do you vibe code LeetCode? Did I just give it this problem? All right. Tell me what's wrong with my code for this problem. Where's my code? Let's see if it knows what's wrong. Everything is wrong, yeah. Well, I guess it can't get the dang. Oh, maybe I should. Maybe it needs to be. Okay. Maybe it's just this problem then. Using voice chat? Yeah, man. That's how I've been vibe coding. I do a lot of speech to text. Oh, so it knows I'm doing digit DP. Wait, now I know people that put this kind of code in Claude is what generate 500s we get all days. Yeah, right, man. What you talking about? It's not running my code. It's only looking at the code. Anyways, you need to hurry up with the analysis and just show me the bug. It's telling me what I already know my code does. Wait, there's an issue. How leading zeros are tracked. Oh, that's supposed to exclude 0. Yes. All right, so has it found my bug? Several bugs, it says. All right, memorization, yeah. DP max is only called. Oh shit, is that my real bug? Hold up, let me fix that for sure. Jesus Christ. I don't think this is my only bug though. Should that stay at false? No, this one should be false. Still. Alright, what else did it say was wrong? This problem's too hard for sure. Alright, let's go down the list. Double counting. This is the biggest structural issue here. DP called twice, once for increasing, once for decreasing add the results. But in the base case, a number whose digit sum is good returns 1 in both increasing and decreasing calls, regardless of is good. So every number is counted twice. You either need a single digit DP or a single DP. Okay, all right, let me try and fix that. Double counting those things. I will only check it if we're increasing or something. Man, those are some tricky bugs to even realize. It's still very wrong. 2 non-zero is initialized to false should be true. Should be true. Okay. It's int non-zero. They're saying it should be true. I'll try that. I'm just doing what the AI tells me, man. It's crazy. How many, like, none of those things have affected my answer yet. Digit sign instead of X when updating non-zero. Oh, that's a real bug too, man. Jesus. I think it's clear. This problem is way too hard for me. Yeah, right here. Right here is where I messed up. So do I have to change it here as well? I think you have to practice some more and learn to compartmentalize the details. Well, for sure I need to practice more, man. But I think this problem was a bit too hard for me to just jump into with not being very practiced, you know? All right, trading. This is a band-aid, it says, and memoization. So I've addressed everything, but I don't think my answer is still coming up. So I'm just gonna call it, man. That is my best effort at this problem. Was not good enough, but I think I still learned a lot, even though I didn't get the W. Let me see. I don't even know what I would rank in this thing, man. It doesn't tell me. I have to check right here. My previous virtual contests. Dang, I just I guess I still did pretty good. That can't be right, man. I'd come 1500. Looks right. That's crazy. That's a pretty good rank for me. I guess I did Q3 really fast. But man, how come it doesn't just show me my details there? Actually, that might not count. LeetCode China. That's insane. I mean, it might. I don't see why they wouldn't, right? But I don't know why, like, it doesn't show me. Maybe I have to refresh or something. Anyways, should I call it? That's it. That's all. I gave it my best effort. I guess I reinforced my digit DP because I'm not very strong in digit DP, but now I'm a little bit stronger because I just went through that really tough problem. Still unable to solve it though. I say today was a good session. Did lots of thinking. With struggle comes growth. No pain, no gain. Or whatever they say, right? I struggled. Thanks a lot for all the teachings. I don't know how much I taught today. But I think we progressed a little bit. Anyways. You guys want to do a bomb party? One bomb party before I go? You taught me to keep going. Yeah. For hard problems, you gotta keep going. Check out Raycast. Keyboard driven workflow. Alright, I don't want to download anything right now, but I'll look into it. Need to learn digit DP on my side. Oh wait. Man, when did BetSim teach me digit DP? I guess I could look at digit DP problems on LeetCode and see when I did them. And then I can look up the VODs based on that date. So what's a good digit DP problem? Is it a topic? Where are the topics at? I don't even know, man. Tags? Yeah, let's see these tags. Digits. Oh, digit DP practice. Look at that. I only have one thing in there. I remember number of digit 1. So maybe this is the one BetSim taught me. I think 2023, August 9th. That's a long ass time ago, man. Let me see if I have a video from August 9th, 2023. Oh, it doesn't even tell me the dates, man. Wait, but that would be a year, 2 years ago? Oh, Fenwick trees. Oh yeah, it was one of these days for sure, right? I think I remember. I remember, man. It was probably on day 3 of my algorithms binge that BetSim taught me this. Wait. Hey, I want to find it for you guys because I think it was a good lesson, man. All right, let me check this date. This is June 16th, 2024. So perhaps he didn't teach me that problem. On that day. Maybe this one. All right, I don't know if I'll be able to find it, man. June 17th, 2024. What day is this? June 16th. Huh. I lost it. Too hard to find. Hey, I found it. Here, I'll link it. Shit, where would it be? No. Yeah, it's somewhere here. Here, I'll just share this link and you can figure out where it started from there, man. But I think this is the second time BetSim taught me digit DP. That's BetSim's handwriting for sure. It was around then. Anyways. Here's a bit shorter then? No, what you talking about? I probably just had it tied up, man. It wasn't definite. I mean, maybe like 1 centimeter shorter. Slow coder, what's happening? What you all do? Twitch is showing me Wingstop ads. Icy Black Deep. Are you gonna buy some Wingstop? You forget more than we know? Nah, that's not true. What is that video about? That video is about digit DP. BetSim taught me digit DP on that video. So that's what that link is. Anyways, what did I say we're gonna do? We're gonna do one bomb party before I go. That's what I said we're gonna do. All right, you guys ready? Wait, how the hell? Alright, Bomb Party. One of the best games on the internet. This is our cool off period where we just chill, wind down, and then I go chill and go to bed and stream. So if you want to join, you better get in here right now and join the game before we start. Douche Whale Q Ultimus in the house. I guess that's it. Liquid Surya, you have to click join game, otherwise you're not going to be in here. Alright, game starting. If you want to get in here, you got to join right now. Fluffy, what's that? Wait, hey Fluffy, you trying to get in? Let me pause it for you, man. I know Fluffy's always trying to get in on this stuff. Alright, we'll start the countdown now because we're not doing no warm-ups, nothing. This is it, man. This is it. If you want to join, click join now. Alright, Fluffy, you're up. Eddy? Is that a word, man? What is an eddy? Is that what they call money in Cyberpunk or something? I forget. NC. A whirlpool? Huh. Dang. Is this working? Everyone's dying, man. Everybody's dying. Like, what's going on? Interpol. In it? What kind of UK? You just type in. In it? Oh, guest has left. Look at that, and it's still going on that, on the person. Man, these are hard. Douche is out. See you later, man. You got some hard words. Whale. What kind of word was that? Hey, guess you gotta type in the thing. Yeah. Not in the chat. OS. Can't even think of something that starts with OS. Dang. Q is out. Oh no. Fluffy, Whale, and I. Uh-oh. Dang, Fluffy, that's a crazy word, man. Whale is typing crazy words too. Abstracts, thank you very much for the follow. Oh, try. Man, Fluffy is gonna beat me. MMI. Um. Whew, so close to dying, man. I can't play this game. It's too hard. Anyways, that's all I got for tonight, man. Fluffy is the champion. Oh, it's because I was trying to eat these amazing tamales. What? Alright, who gonna raid? A ATI could have been automatic? What do you mean? Words that have ATI. ATI is a word? I love bomb game. Alright, let me see what words including ATI or anything. Dang, there's a lot of words. No, these aren't all words. ATI is in the word automatic. Oh yeah, ratio. You guys are good. Oh, could have been automatic. I see what you're saying. I thought you meant like ATI by itself would have been a word. Jesus Christ, man. Anyways, look who's on. Howling is on, man. Let's go bring the party over to Howling. Alright, everybody. Thank you very much for hanging out while I train algorithms. We'll be on tomorrow again for not algorithms, but for vibe coding and type blazing, basically. Anyways, Q Ultimus, Fluffy, adios amigos. I am Samir here. See you next time, man. Leet Whale. See you later. Icy Black Deep. I'll see you again, my friend. Everybody else, Slow Coder, the engineer. Have a good night. Bet Simp, Liquid Surya, Imam. Adios. Everybody who's lurking, negative IQ viewer, enough stuff. Yeah, whoever else is out there, especially people on YouTube. Dumpy Don. Hey, see you next time, Dumpy Don. I did bi-weekly contests today, and I got Q3, Q1, Q2, Q3, and then I spent an hour plus on Q4, and I couldn't get Q4. But I was close, maybe. So, alright, everybody on YouTube, everybody who's lurking, have a good night. We're about to go raid Howling, who is doing some LeetCode. So stick around if you want more LeetCode.